I'm long overdue to make a statement regarding my last incident.
Country music singer Morgan Wallen has released his first video statement since TMZ published a story showing the singer using a racial slur. Since the video was published by TMZ, the reaction has been swift, with nearly every radio station refusing to play his music. He was also suspended by his record label and dropped by his booking agent. It was reported that Wallen had been planning a tour with the booking agent for later this year. In his first video statement since the story was published, Morgan revealed that he has struggled with substance abuse, and he says at the time the footage was filmed, he was on a, quote, 72-hour bender.
I was made aware of the video being posted to TMZ with hardly any time to think before it was released to the public. I was asked if I wanted to apologize, and of course I did. I wrote many detailed thoughts, and only a portion of those got used, which painted me in an even more careless light. I'm here to hopefully show you that that's not the truth. The video you saw was me on hour 72 of 72 of a bender, and that's not something I'm proud of either. Obviously, the natural thing to do is to apologize further and just continue to apologize, but because you got caught, and that's not what I wanted to do. I let so many people down, and who mean a lot to me and who have given so much to me, and it's just not fair. I let my parents down, and they're the furthest thing from the person in that video. I let my son down, and I'm not okay with that. So this week I've been waiting to say anything further until I got the chance to apologize to those closest to me that I knew I personally hurt. I also accepted some invitations from some amazing black organizations, some executives and leaders to engage in some very real and honest conversations. I'll admit to you, I was pretty nervous to accept those invitations. The very people I hurt, and they had every right to step on my neck while I was down to not show me any grace, but they did the exact opposite. They offered me grace, and they also paired that with an offer to learn and to grow. And I'll be honest, that kindness really inspired me to dig deeper on how to do something about this. And one thing I've learned already is I'm specifically sorry for is that it matters. My words matter. A word can truly hurt a person, and at my core, that's not what I'm okay with. This week I heard firsthand some personal stories from black people that honestly shook me. And I know what I'm going through this week doesn't even compare to some of the trials I heard about from them. I came away from those discussions with a deep appreciation for them and a clearer understanding of the weight of my words. I wish the circumstances were different for me to learn these things, but I'm also glad it started the process for me to do so. I've got many more things to learn, but I already know that I don't want to add to any division. This week was a big lesson that sometimes we can do just that without even knowing it. Our actions matter, our words matter, and I just want to encourage anyone watching to please learn from my mistake. There's no reason to downplay what I did. It matters, and please know I'm carefully choosing my next steps in repair. I want to end this update hopefully on a more positive note. Since that video was taken, I've been sober for 9 days. It's not all that long of a time, but it's enough to know the man in that video is not the man that I'm trying to be. I've had this week to think about times when I'm sober, and I'm really proud of who I am and my actions for the most part in those moments. When I look on the times that I'm not, it seems to be where the majority of my mistakes are made. So I decided to go off the grid for a little while and get used to making good decisions. I want my team, my family, my friends, and even strangers to trust me. Hell, I want to trust me. Who knows if I'll be able to live down all the mistakes I've made, but I'm certainly going to try. I'm going to spend some time taking back controls of my habit, living healthy, and being proud of my actions. And lastly, I have one favor to ask. I appreciate those who still see something in me and have defended me, but for today, please don't. I was wrong. It's on me. Take ownership for this, and I fully accept any penalties I'm facing. The timing of my return is solely upon me and the work I put in. I still had a lot of really good people in my corner trying to help me, and I appreciate them more than you know. I appreciate you more than you know. This entire situation is ugly right now, but I'll keep searching for ways to become the example instead of being made one. In closing, I'm not trying to be a holy roller or anything, but this week I remembered a passage from Paul that always stood out to me, and I'm thinking maybe a moment like this is why. In 1 Corinthians 13:11, it says, "When I was a child, I spoke like a child, thought like a child, reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I gave up childish ways." That's what I'm going to be doing.
Morgan says in the video he's been sober for 9 days and will be meeting with the organizations that have reached out to him. Several of his country music peers left comments of support on the video, with Jimmy Allen writing, "Love you, bro. I'm here for you always. Praying for you. Can't wait for the world to see your heart. We all mess up and we all deserve redemption. The Bible says, forgive. Let's get through this." That's all for now. Subscribe to CountryCast for news and updates on this story and more.